this team?
Our coaching staff, our offensive coordinator, and coaches all across the board on the offense, they have a completely different plan for all of us. They're working with us, not trying to just do their own system. They're trying to figure out what works for us and for the team and for them. So, they're figuring us out just like we try to figure them out, and it's getting pieced together.
What about Coach Sherman? What do you think about him, and what does he bring to the table?
He's a good dude, man. I can talk to him. Like if I ever need some advice outside of football, he's just always a mentor there that I can always rely on. And as a coach, he's great at that as well. But it's bigger than football, and that's what I appreciate him for.
What do you mean bigger than football? It's talking about your life, and
like relationships. Like football can be over tomorrow. Football can be over in 20 years. You never really know when it's over, but these relationships you have last for a lifetime, and so that's something that I appreciate. I value a lot coming in every single day with these guys.
From last year to now, what have you worked on specifically individually?
With this new system, I've been trying to just focus on what I need to do every single play instead of worrying about if somebody has to block or run this route. I'm trying to figure out what I have to do still, with the new system and new verbiage and vocab. It's been a grind to try to figure out what exactly I need to do. So just focus on what I need to do in terms of the play is what I've really been working on.
Give me an under-the-radar guy in the wide receiver room. People not know about.
Marquise Shoulders.
Okay, why?
I don't know how much people know of him coming from Tulsa, so he's a new receiver in our room, but I'd say he's probably going to be the under the radar that catches a lot of people's eyes this year.
It's been great. I'm from here, so it's been amazing coming back home, getting to see my family a lot more, and then coming to the Big 12 now, so it's a little more competition, and I'm excited for that.
Was coming home to your family kind of the reason you chose Houston?
It made an easier decision, but really it's a better conference than what I was coming from. So I really wanted to come here and make a difference, but that also was a big influence.
Tell me about Coach Sherman. What is it like from a player's point of view?
He's a coach who is consistent every day. He stays on you every day. He's always picking on something that you can get better at and helping us grow as a man on and off the field. Because, some coaches, they just focus on the field, but not all of them focus on off the field. I feel like he does a good job of doing both.
I just asked Manjack, who's the under-the-radar guy that we should be focused on? He said you.
Okay.
So, from you, who do you think the under-the-radar guy is?
Under-the-radar guy?
As a wide receiver.
As a wide receiver. I like that answer too. But I think I could also say Devin Williams. I came from Tulsa with him. Yep, I feel like he's a very underrated guy as well. Both of us didn't get to finish our full year last year. I feel like we had a lot more to show. And so I feel like you can see a lot of big things from him.
So tell me why Houston was the choice. Why did you decide to come here?
Closer to home, a lot closer to home. I was 6-7 hours away from my family when I was in Tulsa. And I know a lot of people here. I grew up with Boogie, Stephon Johnson. We grew up together. I knew Everett had came from Tulsa. Marquise Shoulders, he had agreed to come from Tulsa. So it was just, I knew a lot of familiar faces. And it felt like home. When I was talking to the coaches on my visit and just speaking to them through the recruiting process and the portal process, it felt like this was the place to be for me.
How long was that process for you from the time you got in the portal until you made the decision to come here?
For like a week total.
Okay, so pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty fast. I think I hit the portal Monday. I don't know what day exactly, like date-wise, but it was Monday. It was a Monday morning. I hit the portal, and then 5 minutes later, I had schools calling me left and right, and it was ridiculous. I wasn't expecting that.
Was it your plan to come back to Houston or the Houston area?
Yes,
if
sir.
You could?
Oh, I wanted to play in Texas no matter where it was. That was just a big meaningful thing to me, was to play college ball in Texas. I wanted to as a little kid, and Houston gave me the opportunity, and I wasn't going to pass up on it.
Tell me about Derek Sherman. What is your relationship like with him?
Oh man, he's a great man. He's amazing. Like, I'm so close to him. I think he's one of the best coaches that I've had, and I haven't been around him for too long. Everything he do is meaningful. He loves everybody in the room equally. He's amazing. In my recruiting process, he checked on me every day. Just see how I was doing, see how my mom was doing, see how my family was doing, just to make sure that I wasn't stressing too much in the process. And when I got here, I came in with open arms, and when I told him I committed, he screamed in the restaurant we was in, which is nothing but excitement.
What restaurant were you in?
We were in Papacito's, the seafood.
So, tell me about your decision to come to Houston. Why was this the location for you?
I think it was a location for me because the way Coach Fritz and the staff made me feel at home. I feel like this is an area, the city as well, I could thrive outside of football. And it fits a great culture. Coach Fritz, he does stuff the right way. He has a winning culture as well, and I wanted to be a part of something, building something special.
You are known for your return game.
Yep.
That's something you expect to do.
Mm-hmm.
What about getting on the field more as a receiver? Do you think you've got an inside track on that?
Yeah, I think it would be expected. That's what I've been trying to work on this whole offseason. Like me as a receiver, like I've done stuff at return, which doesn't really matter because it's a whole nother season. But I also want to prove myself as a positional player, as a receiver. So just working my craft at that each and every day, trying to get better 1% every day.
Tell me about Coach Sherman. Why is he such a good fit for this team?
Yeah, I feel like he's a great fit because his football knowledge is radical, for one. He brings an aspect to the receiver room. He brings a lot of energy to the receiver room that is needed, and he's disciplined. He's a disciplined coach. He's going to make sure the ball's always tucked properly. He's going to make sure we always catch with our eyes. Even when I don't catch with my eyes, I might fade my eyes away from the ball early. He's going to correct me on that. He's going to correct every little detail. He's a really detailed coach.
What have you worked on through this off season to get ready? Specifically, what have you worked on to get ready for this new year?
I'll just say receiver training. A lot of receiver training, working routes, releases, second level releases, building that deep threat as well that might have not been displayed in my game before.
You feel comfortable with Donovan?
Yes.
Built a chemistry?
Yes, of course. Donovan's a great quarterback. He's a great guy. I love him, so I'm excited to see what he can do.
Tell me, who is an under-the-radar guy in the receiver room?
Anthony Ganji. I'm going to go Anthony Ganji. That's my guy. Taught me a lot. I teach him a lot, but each day he comes ready to work every single day. He puts the effort. He brings intensity to the room as well. He brings that aspect to the room that we really need. So Anthony Ganji for
He
sure.
had a big spring game.
Yes, he had an
Excited
amazing
about
spring
that.
game. Yeah, I was excited for him as well.
How has the vibe changed on this team from a year ago to now?
A lot. It's changed a lot, and for the better, actually. I feel like we all come in here every day ready to work. We all have a 1-0, get better every day mindset. So the vibe has changed a lot, and it's changed for the better around here.
This team finished 28th in scoring last year. Why is it going to be better this year?
We wanted more this year. We're hungry. We know what to expect now. I feel like first year going into the Big 12, we didn't have all the answers, all the right pieces, but this year we're definitely ready, and we're more confident than ever. So we're coming in with a chip on our shoulder, and we'll be ready.